Hello there, how are you tonight? It is Sunday, what's today? March 30th. And I woke up this morning and all night I was tossing and turning thinking maybe I should delete my last video. And I don't know why, I just thought it was off. But then throughout the day I was hearing things. I listened to Sterling. I listened to a few others and I'm thinking, oh, listen to that. They're picking up on the same energies I was picking up on. So maybe it wasn't quite as off as I thought it was. And then I remember my first video, you may have remembered that, when I said I have writer's block. And the response I got from my guides was, you don't have writer's block, you just feel less than. You just feel you're not good enough. How many of us go through that? We just feel, we can't do this. I can't do this. There are so many good readers out there. There are so many good people out there. I don't have what it takes. But really, you do. We are, like I said before, we are all needed right now. The light workers need to show the way. We need to be out there and being in our truth, understanding what we're dealing with, and face the darkness with our light and show the light and embrace the world with light, embrace the world with love, and that's where we go. Then I heard Shelley of Healing Truth Tarot today talking about how she wanted to do something about Abraham Hicks, and I'm thinking, or well, actually the law of attraction, she didn't say Abraham. And I thought, oh, listen, we are on the same page, because I spoke about Abraham Hicks also in my first video. So that's where we'll start in a bit. Right now I just got my pendulum. This is my different pendulum. This is the rose quartz this time. The other one I had yesterday was a clear quartz. I seem to be attracted to quartz. And I'm just going to ask spirit guides. I'll hold it up so you can see it. I'm trying to keep my hand still. It is the pendulum swinging if I ask. Spirit guides, are you the ones moving this pendulum for me? Show me, tell me. And back and forth. Is their answer for a yes? Just to confirm, spirit guides, show me your answer for a yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, clear. And show me your answer for a no. And show me, do we have a lot of spirit guides with me today? Show me the feeling, the atmosphere. That's the word. I don't know what I'm looking for. Who knows? Show me the atmosphere. What are we feeling today? Are we celebrating love and humanity and happiness? Yes. Yeah. So when talking about Abraham, or any other of those spirit guides or any of the other spiritual teachers, the objective of life is to be happy. And being happy is what attracts what we want in life. And everything other than that, we are placed in a world of darkness sometimes, and we just have to remember, oh, it's not really that dark, it's all in our heads. Obviously, in times like these, it's like, you're kidding, right? I mean, this is dark enough, don't you think? So I thought we'd talk a little bit about that, and then I would read just a little bit from day 8 of, which was January 26th. Day 8th of my writing, which I started on January 19th, January 19th. So, not really quite sure, as usual, which way to go first. Spirit guides, tell me, will you give me the truth and only the truth? Are my spirit guides made up of my past unloved ones and others? Is my mom there? Is my Max there? Max is definitely there. He's always there. Is my daddy there? Is my daddy still silent? When I dream of my daddy, he's always silent. He doesn't talk. He just looks at me. So, with love and appreciation. Right, Daddy? Yes. So, let's move on. We are almost in April. Is April going to be a revealing month in terms of what's going on politically in our country right now? Will we learn a lot of what the Lightworkers have known for quite some time? Will the general public learn a lot about that this month? Will the general public believe what they're hearing? Okay, that is round and round and round and round, which I guess means, does that mean some yes, some no? That's a yes. That's a yes. Okay. Let me show that you also have an answer for a no. Is my dog chewing on a regular bone right now? No. Is Coco, my dog, chewing on a chew toy right now? Is my dog getting on my nerves today? Yes. She's a puppy. She's 11 months old. She knows it. So, I wanted to circle back to something we were talking about yesterday, really quick. We were talking about how the current regime, it's not really an administration anymore, the current regime led by the Orange Menace is using tyrannical methods to push through their agenda. It's really all about making us fearful and living in darkness and thinking we're never going to get through this. And what are they doing? And I was reminded of the Bob Woodward book that came out way back during the 45's first administration. And the idea, it was Fear by Bob Woodward. And he had a quote from the Orange Menace in there saying the purpose of everything that he is doing is a word he doesn't like using, but effectively it's fear. And he said that, and it was quoted. Bob Woodward cited that. So that's also, it's a tyrannical regime. They're trying to take away our democracy, and we know that. So if you have a chance, there are 20 lessons from the 20th century by Timothy Snyder on tyranny. Rachel Maddow showed it on her show a couple of years ago. I bought it. And it's a good reminder of what we're going through and what the aim of this regime is. Not to scare you. I mean, our purpose as light workers is obviously to be the light, but knowing what steps we can take to overcome these fear tactics, these tyrannical methods, is probably a good thing. It's a good thing. So, I'm preaching again. I'm preaching to the choir. We know that. But I just wanted to remind you. We have to be reminded every now and then because we forget. We get fearful and we forget. I've got these cards. I'm not really quite sure what to ask. Again, the Pope Tarot. We just had our little Zoom meeting with all of my friends, and we asked psychic questions there for psychic development. And we were asking about Zelensky in Ukraine, whether or not he was trying to mess with Putinshka's head with his social media post about an upcoming event, health event. So we were talking about that, and we were asking where that would be heading, if that was purposeful or if he was messing with his head. And I think most of us thought, yeah, he was messing with his head. He was trying to use the well-known fear tactics and confuse Putinchka just a little bit. Anyway, that's neither here nor there right now. I was just thinking, what can I ask that I haven't already asked today? Let's just give a card, the overall energy for the month of April that we need to keep in mind. These are, again, like I said, Pulp Tarot cards. I need to remember to smile. Smile, smile, smile. Just the overall energy. Okay, that wanted to come out. Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. And here I am thinking I know everything I don't. The Three of Wands. Let's see. Again, Wands we had yesterday as well as information. Three of Wands is looking for a way forward, not really quite sure which way to go, I'm thinking. That's what I see right now. I'm just looking it up real quick. Aha. The Three of Wands signifies expansion, foresight, and the beginning of a journey or project. Take the long view and trust in your vision. There we go. Trust in your vision for the future. Okay, so that's what we're going to go with. Trust. That's what I've been talking about this whole time. Trust in your vision for the future. Very fitting, don't you think? And also, as a reminder, Abraham Hicks, the Law of Attraction. I wanted to read just a little bit of that so that we can be reminded where our thoughts, to direct our thoughts to, and to use, always to use your emotions to know what you're thinking about. And if your emotions are in a sense of despair, you might be attracting something you do not want. And we at Lightworkers, we need to keep our emotions high. That's why I say smile at a stranger, hug a tree, go for a walk in nature, take 5 deep breaths in the morning. And that's what our guide said yesterday, right? Take 5 deep breaths in the morning, drink a lot of water, and stretch. Stretch. So the Science of Deliberate Creation, Law of Attraction workbook, or book that came out, I'm not quite sure when. The Basis of the Teachings of Abraham, that's what I'm reading from. And it says, attention to what is only creates more of what is. So turn off your TVs. Don't watch too much news. The law of attraction is responding to you, to your point of attraction. And your point of attraction is caused by your thoughts. The way you feel is caused by the thoughts that you are thinking. So the way you feel about yourself is your strong and powerful magnetic point of attraction. When you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. When you feel fat, you cannot attract thin. When you feel lonely, you cannot attract companionship. It defies the law. Many around you want to point out reality. They say, face the facts. Watch the news. No, face the facts. Look at what is. And we say to you, if you are able to see only what is, then, by the law of attraction, you will create only more of what is. You must be able to put your thoughts beyond what is in order to attract something different or something more. Your emotional attention to what is will root you like a tree to this spot. We don't want that. We want to move forward. But an emotional happy vision of what you would like to begin attracting into your experience will bring you to those changes. Much of what you are now living, you want to continue, so keep giving your attention to those things, and you will continue to hold those things in your experience. But anything that you do not want, you must take your attention from. So focus on Focus on the things you love. Focus on your friends, your family, anything that brings you joy. Go dance. I'm a Zumba instructor, so go dance. Go have fun. Be aware of what's going on. Obviously, you can't shut off everything. You need to be aware of what's going on. But remember that we, as light workers, need to be the guiding light. We need to show the way. We need to show the vision. We need to keep that vision strong. So, all right. That said, long intro, 15 minutes. I'm just going to read just a short passage from day 8th, January 26, 2025. And, yeah. Just to give you an idea of how my spirit guides respond to this heaviness that I feel in my heart, just like we're all feeling it. We're feeling it. We just need to remind each other that there's a better vision out there that we need to be following and showing. So January 8, 2020, day 8, January 26, 2025. Well, I guess not daily. My intention was to write something daily. Didn't get to that. Energy is extremely heavy. Writer's block, again. So much is on the line. In my personal life, things are up and down. Letting him go and dealing with his angry emails is really hard. A narcissist in action. Very similar to the so-called president of our nation. Honestly, I don't understand the choices I'm being given in life. All of them seem to be dead ends. I want so much to feel secure, loved by someone I'm crazy about, and feel everything is just wonderful. I don't think that is too much to ask. Yet here I am at my age, still trying to make a square peg fit into a round hole. I dreamt of my perfect partner once. It felt so real, so exhilarating, so magical. Where is he? Maybe not in this lifetime. I really don't know. My track record in love is pretty much off. The cold spell has dispersed. We're expecting nicer weather again tomorrow. Some horoscope predicted that my life would take a surprising turn for the better. I'm a Cancer, and our nation is too. How great would it be to see an upturn, something to give me or us hope again. But hopelessness seems to be something that many of us are dealing with right now. We are in the age of narcissism. We are dealing with the narcissistic rage of a lunatic at the helm who shouldn't even be there. Collectively, we are going down that rabbit hole. And me as Alice, seeing things become curiouser and curiouser. When will Humpty Dumpty finally fall? When can we start putting things back together again? Sorry if you hear my cat and my dog, they're playing. I had gone to a so-called masquerade ball the night before, and I was dressed as Alice, so that's where the symbolism came from. The online community I've been listening to, we all know there is more to the story than what they're saying. Yet my favorites have gone further into the darkness, and their predictions are really not helpful. I find myself shutting their videos off halfway through. The hardcore believers are still there, insisting that this will soon somehow be uncovered, and the rightful winner will be put in power. We even hear some people in the non-woo-woo circles showing proof, giving us information that confirms our intuitive knowledge. Why is nothing being done? Curious, if not curiouser. Guides, angels, my God, universal forces, I'm so confused. Please take my fingers and write for me. Soothe my mind, my heart, my soul. And here's how they responded after a few minutes sitting there, just sitting there. Every few generations, your kind needs to experience political drama in order to clean up the fog and eventually let the sun shine through. Dark forces have swirled up a lot of dust, so much so that some of you are having asthma attacks. Let the dust settle. Be ready with a broom and dust extractors. Open the windows when the cold is gone. You will see KH rising from the ashes. Your intuition is right, and your experts are starting to unveil it. It's not at all as it currently seems. It's a grand illusion. Sit back, observe, watch the magnificent unfolding. Don't give up hope. Go dancing. Silence, taking this all in for a moment. There was some personal stuff that I just left out. Taking all of this in for a moment. Spirit guides, I need something more than this. My need for insight is strong. I turn to you. Please give me some answers. And they respond, go within. Listen. You don't need insights right now. You need quiet. You need peace, contemplation, time to reflect. The dust hasn't settled yet. You will be fine. We will provide. Write your gratitude journal. Write it before bedtime. That way you'll sleep with a warm heart, and you won't be disrupted by odd dreams. And then it went on to a little bit more private, personal stuff, so I won't get into that. And I just responded, I'm losing you, spirit guides. The connection is not quite as strong. I guess it's the swirling dust. I know. We're turning on the dust extractors, I wrote. And then I said, thank you for the pouring rain in LA. It was so needed. That was the time of the fires in LA, remember? We love you, Susie. Just know you are in good hands. We adore you. Don't we love it when we're told that we're loved? Yes, we are loved. We are loved by our spirit guides. If you ever doubt it, take a deep breath. Look in the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Use the Louise Hay. Okay, my dog. Use Louise Hay as a guide who said, look in the mirror and tell yourself you love you. And if you feel uncomfortable, keep on doing it until it feels comfortable. Because we're all beautiful souls. We have love. We have light. And we are moving forward with our vision of what is right for our world. And we need to hold true to that. We need to reflect it back to everybody we see. And understand we're all going through a rough period. But it's going to be okay. It really is. We don't know how long it's going to take. But again, infinite impatience brings about immediate results. So my dog and my cat are playing at the end of the table. That is a sign for me to say good night to you all. Love you. Thank you for listening. And I hope any of this helps. If so, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Subscribe, please. I need subscribers. And comment. Let's talk. Bye-bye.